All right, we're talking Dallas soccer here at Arcaro and Genell, the pizza capital of the world. And Abe, welcome in. Let's talk about this year's team.
Well, thank you for having me, John. This year's team, we brought back a bunch of players who got experience last year on the field. And with the addition of some new incoming freshmen who are very talented in their own right, we've been able to put together a pretty good record so far.
Let's go down through the classes. First, let's talk about some of the senior members of the team.
Well, we got a couple of very good seniors who've been with the program for 4 years. We have Megan Miller and Ella Lehman, who play defense for us this year, anchoring the defense. We have Rachel Maniskas, who is playing in the center of the park or center of the field for us. We have many underclassmen who are contributing as well.
Let's go through this team this year. You find it to be a little more offensive, more defensive, or you're pretty balanced overall?
I think we're pretty balanced overall, but my emphasis this year is on offense. Last year we were kind of a little lacking in the offensive third of the field, where this year I'm able to move some players around to shore up the defense, but also have a little more punch to give a little more offensive ability to the team. And it allows us to do some other things on the field, formation-wise, that gives a little unexpectedness to other teams.
Let's talk about some of the changes in the PIAA. Was girls soccer affected a whole bunch between the classifications?
Well, you went from basically three classifications to 4 now. So what was traditionally the toughest classification was AA, which was the Crestwood, the Dallases, the Coughlins, the Scranton Preps, and Abingtons. Now all those teams get bumped up to AAA. So right now, and then that includes, now you have the Lowell Paul Packs and the Valley West joining the AAA. So right now AAA is the I guess you'd say the elite group for District 2. Now that does make it a lot tougher for whoever gets through the District 2 in the state playoffs. Now you're playing a whole different group of teams throughout the state.
You talk about the competition in the District 2 and usually going outside of there. It's challenging. There's a lot of great soccer across the state of Pennsylvania.
Correct.
District 2 always seems to have a little bit of challenges. How do you try to, as coaches, get together and say, what could we do a little bit better? When you have 100 kids down in Philly competing for a team, and you may only have 15 up here competing for 11 spots.
No, you're exactly right. The competition for spots outside of the area at those elite clubs definitely are a little more challenging to get in and stay in compared to some of the clubs locally around here. And I think that just comes with the progression of years of players playing at a high level. Once they get in a program like that outside of the area, that's fantastic. But also nothing against the players that stay locally. As long as you apply your trade in the off season and put your time in, you're going to be successful.
At the end of October, where do you hope this Dallas team could be? Right in the mix for a possible district championship?
Yeah, I see it right now that if we continue progressing the way we are, I see us along with 2 or 3 other teams right there in the semifinals and hopefully competing for a district title again. Trying to get back to where I think Dallas should be.
All right, we're with Rachel Maniskas from the Dallas area soccer team. And Rachel, let's talk about this year's team. Let's first talk about the group of seniors you have on your team and the leadership that you have this year.
We have a very good team, so it makes our job as seniors a lot easier. For example, like my friends Ella Lehman and Megan Miller, I love playing with them. I've played with them since I was a little kid, and I couldn't think of a better way to have a last year together.
And the competition in the league is pretty darn good. Coach Lewis was talking a little bit about the change with the different divisions and classifications and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. What are you finding with some of the competition out there? All still some of those good rivalries?
Yeah, I know. I play with a lot of the other girls from the other teams, so they all are very good, but our competition is any game we play. The next game we have is our competition.
Let's talk a little bit about your soccer career. Take us through when you first started kicking that soccer ball around, and some girls move on to field hockey, or now girls are moving on to lacrosse. But let's talk about when you first started and what you've been doing, not only at Dallas but maybe outside of Dallas area.
Yeah, I started when I was about 5 years old, just at my house with my dad. He's a big influence of my soccer career. And I did move through Back Mountain, and I did do the travel with Coach Javier Rodriguez and Chris Sharf. So that was majority of my years, probably 9 years I think I'd say. So they really helped me become the player I am today.
And how about as far as your game? Let's talk a little bit about what you're like when you're out there on the field. What do you try to do to maybe get the other people involved, whether you're, they're trying to deliver the ball to some of the forwards, or you score from time to time, or some assists?
I do get a lot of assists, and I will score sometimes, hopefully when a ball is needed to be put in the back of the net. And I'm more of a passer. I'm probably why I'm a midfield player. I talk a lot, and I like to distribute the ball.
Let's talk about some of the other things you're involved with at Dallas. I think you kind of started playing lacrosse as well. So tell us a little bit about some other activities you're involved with.
Yeah, I do. I was involved in Key Club last year. It's a community project to help out the community, and I did start lacrosse last year. That was my first year. I was a varsity starter, which was pretty exciting for me because it was a sport that I thought I was going to sit the bench because I didn't think I was very good. But
You do a good job in the classroom, a pretty darn good student. Let's talk about your interests as far as college. What major are you thinking about, and what are those interests in high school that's going to put you there?
I just took physics this year with Mr. Fredericks. He's a pretty cool teacher, but he really pushed me towards. I like taking physics class and math classes, so I'm going to go into mechanical engineering.
Pretty interesting career, and it seems like a lot of students that have those abilities, whether it's in math and science, are going down that road. Do you have any thoughts on where you may want to go?
I do like Rowan University. It's in New Jersey, and of course I love Penn State. I'm a big Nittany Lion fan, and I like a lot of schools. I like Villanova. I like hopefully somewhere I get to play soccer one day.
All right. Well, we wish you the very best of luck, and congratulations on making it this far. We wish you the best the rest of the year.
Thank you.
All right, we're with Ella Lehman from Dallas area here at Arcaro and Genell. And Emma, let's talk about your role on this Dallas area soccer team this year.
I play defense. I played the outside wing with Megan Miller on the other wing. And I have Nora Brown to the right of me, and next to her is Hannah Boyd.
Let's talk about your keeper this year.
Rachel Nelligan, she's amazing. I love having her in the back. I really trust her back there. She knows what she's doing.
Let's go through the offensive end and talk about some of those players that you have offensively that hopefully are putting the ball in the net.
Yeah, so we have Allie Francis, who's a freshman this year. She's been doing really good, along with Emma Schweitzer, who's also a freshman, and Holly Holthouse. And then we have Sam Mazzulla in the midfield, the attacking center midfield actually, and Rachel Maniskas and Olivia Kimberly in the defensive center midfield.
And some of those underclassmen are stepping up this year for Dallas as well. It's nice when get some underclassmen playing well.
Yeah, they've been a great addition to the team this year. They've really helped us get some goals and been successful throughout the season so far.
How about for you, soccer? Talk about your career. Is that something you started at a young age and you still kept going with it?
I started playing soccer when I was 5 years old, and I haven't stopped since. So
I'm sure there's times you need a break. You're like, I just need a break, and a lot of student athletes may get to that point because soccer has become year-round, and you're also playing some other sports there at Dallas area. Are there times of the year where you're just like, Mom, Dad, just give me a month, give me a couple weeks?
Yes, right after soccer season, usually I'm just about dead. And in the winter, I play soccer and lacrosse actually at the Dome in Wilkes-Barre. But right before all that starts, I just need a couple weeks to get myself together because it's exhausting.
Yeah, and all of us are kind of running around as parents, and our kids are involved in a lot of activities. How about when you're not playing soccer or lacrosse? How about some things you're doing to just try to maybe be a young lady and have some fun, whether it's going to the movies, hanging out with friends, or maybe you have a part-time job?
Yeah, I work at Three Sisters in Kingston, and I also work at the Back Mountain Bowling Alley, and I hang out with my friends a lot, so that's good.
Try to keep it all in perspective. Emma, how about let's talk about lacrosse. How much do you like it? It's really growing here in northeastern Pennsylvania.
I love lacrosse. I started playing as a freshman, and I absolutely love it. I think it's a great sport.
Being a student, you seem to do pretty well in the classroom. Talk about what maybe your favorite subjects are, or a career path that you're thinking about.
I really enjoy math and science. I'm taking AP Bio and AP Calculus this year, and I plan on majoring in nursing or a physician's assistant.
And your family, let's talk a little bit about them and the support that you get.
My parents have always supported me for everything. They've always gone to every single one of my games, no matter how far away they are. When I played travel soccer, they used to take me as many hours away as I needed to go. And my brother's always there to support me too. He loves coming to my games, and so do my grandparents, so I have a lot of support behind me.
Emma, great catching up with you. We appreciate you coming out.
Thank you so much.
All right, we're with Megan Miller from Dallas area. We're talking soccer, and Megan, let's talk about your team. We're into October here, and it's going to start heating up here. The playoffs, the whole 9 yards, but you still got to get through the regular season. What's your perspective on how the season's going?
All right, well, we're a little over halfway through the season, and we play every single team twice. So our first half of the season actually went really well. We were really happy with the progress that we made and how the team blended together. And so we're starting to play the second half of the season, so we're hoping to continue our good season throughout the second part and continue not an undefeated record, but trying to keep up our wins.
What do you like about the team? What are you saying? Okay, we're doing this really well. Passing, offensive scoring power. What do you have that's going well?
Well, all around, the team is really well balanced. We have a great defensive line. The defensive line consists of myself and Ella Lehman, another captain, and then 2 juniors in the middle, Nora Brown and Hannah Boyd. And we all just really mesh together really well, and we're all used to playing with each other because we've played with each other since we were really little. And then we have Rachel Nelligan as our goalkeeper, and we really trust her with she knows what to do, she knows what she has to do in order for us to all blend together and mix really well. And then in the midfield we have a freshman actually on the outside, Emma Schweitzer. She's done great so far. We've been really pleased with how she's been working. Holly Holthouse on the other outside. She's a junior, so she's put a lot of hard work into the team. And then our 3 center mids, we have Rachel Maniskas, another captain, Olivia Kimberly, a junior, and Sam Missoula, also a junior. And they work just really well together.
Your soccer career, we talked with some of the other girls. Hey, I started when I was 5 years old. You kind of that same young lady, and you know your other senior partners pretty darn well?
Yep. We all started on the travel team when we were 3 years old, myself and the other captains. So we grew up playing the game, so it's been a lot of fun.
Talk about being a student athlete and the challenges that you go through with balance and time, and everybody talks about it, but for you, something comes easy, something you really got to work on?
Well, I really take a lot of hard work into my schoolwork, but I have usually an easier time with math and sciences. I'm actually taking an AP biology course this year, but I still do have to study for all of my classes.
And as far as your future, let's talk about what you're thinking about. Do you have the college applications done already? Some people are kind of chasing around trying to get them done in the next couple of weeks. Tell us a little bit about that.
All right, so I'm looking at a couple schools right now. I've already visited Susquehanna University, and I'm going to Ithaca and Temple in a few weeks. But I'm looking to do neuroscience and psychology double major. And, we'll see.
Any sports in college? You're kind of saying this is it. I've had a lot of fun. Now I'm going to concentrate on that career part.
Well, I'm not ready to give up soccer quite yet, so I'm looking to do maybe an intramural in in wherever I go.
Sounds great. How about your family? Talk about that support system you have, and of course, just working your hardest. I'm sure they've worked hard for you too.
Yeah. So I'm actually the youngest of 5, and all of my siblings have actually moved out of the house. My closest sibling is 5 years older than me, and he's just doing an extra year at Lehigh in Bethlehem. And but everyone still likes to try to make their way back and see a game or two, because they've all been there and been to all of my games that they could make, and so it's really nice for them to see how I've grown.
Well, Megan, we appreciate you coming out here to Arcaro and Genell, the pizza capital of the world, and the best of luck the rest of the season.
Thank you.
Want to thank Coach Abe Lewis and senior captains Megan Miller, Ella Lehman, and Rachel Maniskas for joining us at Arcaro and Genell in the pizza capital of the world here on the John Mendola Show. We are driven by McCarthy Tire and Automotive Centers.